Good morning Year 5 and welcome back for your next day of fractions. So first of all, I've done the answers to yesterday for you. I've put my workings on the top three. I haven't done it from the bottom ones, but if you have got one wrong and you're not sure where you went wrong, if you upload it to the blog, then one of us can have a look at it for you and get back to you. Now, obviously, knowing your tables is so important when you're learning about fractions. So if you're finding it difficult to recall some of these tables, do make sure you're using Times Tables Rockstars or Purple Mash or any methods at home to keep practicing those tables. Remember, you should know them up to 12 times 12 and you should be able to recall the answers within 6 seconds. Okay, so that's yesterday's answers. Today, we're moving on to looking at simplifying fractions. So it's just building on from equivalent fractions, but this time we're getting the numerator and the denominator as small as we can, which is sometimes called simplifying fractions. You also might see it called cancelling down. So this is all about finding some factors of a number. So there's some examples here for you to show you that in essence we're doing exactly the same as we did yesterday. We're dividing because we want the numbers to get smaller. So the first thing we need to do is look at the two numbers. So I've got 27 and 81. Now, if you know your tables, you will already know which times table they appear in. And there's more than one possibility. I'm going to go for 9. I think that might be the highest common multiple factor of these two. So remember, a factor is a number that you can divide by and get a whole number answer. So I can divide 27 by 9. And if I divide 27 by 9, I get 3. And then if I divide 81 by 9, I get 9. Now, I've now got 3/9, but I don't stop there because I also know that 3 and 9 share a factor as well. They both can be divided by 3. They're both multiples of 3. So I'm going to do it another step. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 27 81sts cancels down to 1/3. Okay, next one then, 24 30ths. So sometimes you need 2 jumps, sometimes you might just have 1. Obviously, if you get 1 as your numerator, you can't go any further than that. So this time I've got 24 and I've got 30. Now I know that they both appear in the 6 times table, so 6 is a factor of both. So I'm going to divide by 6 to start with. 24 divided by 6 is 4, and 30 divided by 6 is 5. Now, 4 and 5 are not going to share any factors. I know this because 5 is actually a prime number. The only factors that 5 has are 1 and 5 itself is not a factor of 4, so that's where I need to stop. So 24 30ths cancels down to 4/5, and we call that the simplest form. So I've got some for you to have a go at now. Have a little practice. Make sure you cancel them down as far as you can go, and then tomorrow I'll come back and share with you the answers.